Hello everybody! In this lesson, I will help you with your June exam preparation and I will discuss question 9 of the 2021 paper. From the CAPS document, you can see that calculus counts 35 out of the 150. That means 23% or a quarter of your paper is on calculus. And then calculus is divided into 3 separate questions. The first one is the rules of differentiation and first principles, and sometimes they add the question where you have to find the equation of the tangent to the function. The second question is the cubic function, and then the third question is the calculus application. Now this is the question. I suggest you pause the video, quickly do the question, and then you can come back to the answers. 9.1. Determine the derivative from first principles if it is given that f of x is 2x squared minus 3x. Now my advice to you is on the right hand side, first work out what fx plus h is before you want to substitute into the first principles formula. So what does this mean? This means everywhere where you see an x, you substitute it with x plus h. And then when you work this out, just remember this you have to FOIL out first, like I did it there, and then in goes the 2, and the same with the minus 3, there inside, in it goes, and then you add all of the like terms. Into the first principles formula, in the place of fx plus h, you just calculated it over there. And now it's much easier to substitute it in when you already calculated it. Minus, there's the minus of your formula. And then this means f of x, the original sum, the 2x squared minus 3x. And please use brackets. In the next step, what I did was I just multiplied in this negative. So this becomes negative 2x and then that becomes plus 3x. And now I'm going to add all my like terms. So minus 3x plus 3x cancels, and 2x squared minus 2x squared will also cancel. And then you're left with that. In the next step, you're going to factorize. In other words, you're going to take out h as a common factor. And then when you pull out h as a common factor, the two h's will cancel. You're left with that. And then in the next step, this means everywhere where you see an h, you will substitute with a 0. In goes the 0, and there you've got it. The derivative is 4x minus 3. And then remember, this is the only sum in the paper that you actually know the answer, because you can quickly check if you were right. You go to your original sum here, and then you find the derivative using the laws. So 2 times 2 is 4x. Yes, I've got that. And then the derivative of minus 3x is indeed minus 3. Where's the marks? The marks are for finding fx plus h, for all of the substitution, for adding your like terms there, for the factorization, and then for the final answer. (9.2) Determine dy over dx if y is equal to all of that. So we must find the derivative. But you must be careful. You cannot find the derivative if there's roots. Say for instance this was root x. Then you first have to write it as x to the half. Or if there's brackets, you cannot find the derivative. You first need to work them out. You first need to multiply them out. And the last one is you can not factorize if there's an x under the line. So say for instance we had 3 over x, then we will write it as 3x to the negative 1. In other words, you will take this x up and then the exponent becomes -1, and only now can you find the derivative. But in our sum, everything is fine. Right, so when we find the derivative, y is 4x to the 5, what we do is we deal with each term individually. So I'm going to take this 5, the exponent, it moves to the front, it finds 4 there, and it multiplies with the 4, so it becomes 20, and you go back to your exponent and you subtract 1. So therefore, you find 20x to the 4. Please note, I just want to quickly focus your attention there. Can you see this is still y because that was your original equation. But now that you're finding the derivative, suddenly the notation becomes dy over dx. Just make sure that you have that there, or else they're going to subtract a mark for you. On the next term, same story. We take the 4, the exponent, it goes to the front, it finds a -6, it multiplies with the -6, and back to the exponent, we subtract 1. So we get -24x to the 3. On the 3x, if there's no exponent, then there is an invisible 1. So what we're going to do, we take this invisible 1, we take it to the front, we find a +3, it multiplies with the +3, and we subtract 1. So I just want to quickly show you what's going on here. So when we subtract 1, we get 1 minus 1, which is 0, and then anything to the 0 is 1. And that is why that last answer, when you find the derivative, will just be +3. And then where's the marks? It's very obvious. 1 mark for each term. On 9.2, they want us to find the derivative. So the notation, capital letter dx, means find the derivative. And then they give you this monster. And now in this one, you will keep the brackets until you are going to find the derivative. But there's so many problems in this sum. Can you see there's roots? There's a x to the, there's a cube root. And there's this bracket. And there's this x under the line. So we have to fix all of that. So still, dx is there inside the square bracket. Now watch what happened. I wrote this cube root of x as x to the 3rd, still over 2, no problem. There's the plus. And then what happened here? I squared the 1 and I squared whatever I found under the line. So 1 squared stays 1. 3 squared becomes 9, and then x squared is x squared. But you can still not factorize. The problem is this x under the line. So can you see? Still inside dx and the square bracket. I did nothing there, but what I did here, the 9 can stay under the line. That's not a problem. The problem is the x cannot be under the line. So you take the x squared up and it becomes -2. At last, now it's perfect. We can find the derivative. So when we find the derivative, suddenly the dx falls away and you will just write a normal equal sign. And how will this work? Let's see. Again, we take the exponent and it goes to the front and it finds the 2 there, and we're going to subtract 1. And then on this one, the -2, it goes to the front. Whoa, it finds a plus, so it will become a -2, and we subtract the 1 on the exponent. Okay, let's see. I did it here. Now that I'm finding the derivative, as I said, this dx falls away. You don't write it. You don't write the square brackets anymore. You just write equal sign. And there you can see. I took a third and there's this invisible one actually, but there's the 3 of the third, and then a third, and there's the -1. This -2 went to the front. Can you see? It found the plus, it multiplied with the plus, it became a minus, and there's your 2. Nothing happened to the 9. Everything is fine there. You just subtract a 1 from the exponent. And then, in fact, this is your answer. What you can do is you can, with your calculator, say a third minus 1 becomes x to the -2 over 3. At the bottom, here I didn't do it, but you can say 3 times 2 is 6, no problem. And then there's your answer. So what I did here was, if you end in this step, this is fine. You will get full marks because the question did not say, and write your answer with positive exponents, or it didn't say that. So this could be worth 4 marks, but let me just explain to you what I did anyway. I said 3 times 2 is 6, no problem. And then I made this term exponent positive by taking it down. Can you see it's now as the denominator under the line, and when it goes down it becomes, the negative becomes 2 over 3. And I did the same there. So the -2, you can see it stays there, and all I did was I took the x to the 3 down and it became x to the 3. Where's the marks? The marks are in this step over there and this step over there, and then your final answer will be that one and that one. My advice to you is, if the question didn't say write with positive indices, positive exponents, I wouldn't do it.
You will see that I have also added the grade 12 calculus playlist for you. I strongly suggest you watch all the videos so that you truly understand this very important chapter. And then on the left hand side, you will also find the next video that will be question 10 of the 2021 paper.